one of our boys, or the other boy, has been far away in a distant country over the seas. He's had quite a, I don't know, I guess like a life-changing experience over there. He's come back as a brand new person. When people are exposed to new cultures, a little bit of them changes inside. And Alex has just come back from New Zealand. How is it?
Bonjour, everybody.
Oh.
New Zealand was amazing, my friend.
Yeah, what did you...
New Zealand. What can I say?
What did you...
Most beautiful country in the world.
Wow.
That's not even French. What is that? Immediately broke it.
Coming this way. You're a bit out of the frame.
I became
oui.
French.
What did you eat in New Zealand?
A lot of baguettes.
Oh.
Croissants.
Wow.
Everything. Someone said, well done for finally growing facial hair. I'm glad you noticed.
It looks strong.
There's a very important reason why I did this. When I was away, I occasionally tuned into the stream to see what my good friends were up to. I was so happy to see that they were streaming.
Yeah.
And what were they doing? They were making a poll on whether they should replace me. And you all voted and said that Lucas should replace me.
It's true.
And I think
it's true.
The only difference between me and Lucas is that he has facial hair.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I grow facial hair...
This is just as good, right?
This is a week. This is a week of facial hair.
You can do that? I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know I could do it either.
Keep it going. And get Lucas's haircut as well.
People are saying you're stealing Lucas's look. It's not stealing if I'm doing it on purpose. That's not stealing. Is that stealing?
Yeah, stealing is only accidental.
Stealing is only an accident.
When you do something on purpose, that's different.
I'm doing it for a reason.
That's appropriating.
I'm appropriating Lucas. Yes. See? He doesn't wear the beret though. So.
He does drink wine.
He does drink wine. Nice French wine from Queenstown.
Oh.
Beautiful. But
how was New Zealand? What did you do there? You said you were going to be a foreign correspondent. I didn't hear you correspond once.
Well, I got the feeling you didn't actually want to hear me correspond.
Found a beautiful news article about New Zealand.
Did you read it? I'm sorry.
Well, you're doing. What other stuff were you doing?
I'll talk about it. So we did. I went over there to snowboard with a group of friends, and it was. I don't know if anyone in the chat has snowboarded. I'm sure you have. If you're in America, where it's easy, it's the fucking sickest thing I've ever done in my entire life. It is the most beautiful sport.
You say that, but every story you've told me about it sounds like the worst thing in the world. You're like, yeah, it's like you're at free fall speeds and you can't see anything. And everything's white. You can't see your own feet and you're just falling the whole time. It's amazing.
Well, that was when we're caught in
it. Sounds like what happens when you kidnap someone and throw them off a waterfall with a blindfold.
Someone said, were you at Cardrona? No, we were at the Remarkables and Coronet Peak. But the Remarkables is much better than Coronet. But it was fucking beautiful. What I was telling you, that was when we're caught in a blizzard, which I will show some photo. Can I show some footage of that?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
So,
how do I open up
you drag it out.
What, and put it into the images? You can do that? Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
what are we looking at?
Oh no, we gotta change the screen so we can see
that. Yeah. I forgot about that. Let's go here. Wow.
So that's me at the Remarkables.
That's pretty remarkable. Why do they call it that?
Because it's beautiful. And up here, most importantly, you would love this, Aleksa. Does this look familiar? This little frozen lake up here?
Does it look familiar? I've never been to New Zealand.
But no, you don't have to have gone to New Zealand to recognize this lake.
Oh, it's on Lord of the Rings?
It's the Lord of the Rings when they escape the mines of Moria.
Oh, sick. But it wasn't as snowy.
It wasn't as snowy.
That's a lake with a watcher in the water.
No.
That's not the entrance to Mines of Moria.
No, this is the end. And it's fucking sick. So what we did was...
Fake fan. Come on.
He recognized another. That was amazing. I'll show another video. Aleksa recognized this location, which was fucking incredibly impressive. Oh. You have to download it.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that where
I do this? Okay, check.
Yes, that is where the fools run to. Don't they fly there?
Wait a minute. Okay, I'll download it.
Can anyone recognize this location?
Yeah, nice. I mean, Alex is helping us here.
Wow. It's just like the real thing.
The lake scene with the horse. Where Aragon washed up. You guys, come on.
You suck.
It's so straightforward. It actually looks exactly like the movie.
Well, not a nerd. Sorry. Look at my name. Look at
hold
my
on,
name. I
FNL.
recognize them all. Yeah, it's where the water horses come. The ring wraiths. What was so annoying about this place was
But the annoying thing is in the movie, it's fucking what's Aragon's wife called? It's Arwen who does it, but in the actual books, it's fucking Glorfindel.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah. Is it true? Well, actually, wait. Let's see if I got that right. Is it Glorfindel?
Glorfindel? That's the lake from Shrek 5, Return of the Goombas.
Yes, Alexa's right.
All right, we
Wait,
got
I don't know what's
a,
moving now, I gotta be
we got a
here.
real nerd over here.
It was Glorfindel. It was fucking Glorfindel. Anyway,
Um,
anything else you want to show us? Should we watch?
yeah,
this?
do you want? This is me doing a jump. My first jump, which my friend recorded. Horrible. They're horrible at recording, and this was I landed a bunch of jumps.
I'm actually very good at skiing. It's the camera.
It's
the camera
it's
that was wrong.
snowboarding. You'll see that camera work soon.
I think they were just being nice to you because the jump would have been really unimpressive.
Yes, exactly.
So they were
So
just
they
like,
saved
"Oh,
me.
you can imagine off screen, he's in the air. He's so far away."
But it was so annoying because I landed so many before this. I land the ones after. I don't get very high though, but it's just so fun streaming. You just get to show off yourself doing sick tricks.
Yeah, that's cool. I need to
Way
do more-
worse than everyone else.
I don't do anything sick.
This is me down here. Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
This is you.
This is me.
Whoa!
I'm a regular
Very
snowboarder.
cool.
And look, one more.
Whoa!
But yeah, snowboarding's fucking sick. But the bad thing about it was show the last video. This one. It was like we were caught.
Wait, I think I showed them a video like this. Oh no.
This one's a bit different. It's just like it was minus 13 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. With a crazy blizzard, like that went for hours, and it was so strong that you couldn't even see your feet while riding. So I had it when I was riding, and I would just clip a pile of snow and land on my back, like.
Mamma mia.
But it's the fucking best sport. You need to do it, Alexa.
I'm okay. I did skiing for a day.
Because it's like mountain biking, but the ground is soft sometimes. It's like sometimes it's not soft, sometimes it's ice, and then sometimes it's snow. So it's like Lucky Dip. Very fun.
But you know where the ground's always soft?
Beach.
When I'm streaming. Look at this. Can't get hurt. Can't get hurt in this chair.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's why no one leaves.
That's why I'll never leave you guys. He's out snowboarding. I'm here sitting.
You do like to sit, Alexa.
Um,
You're very good at it as well. I think you've
well-
gotten better.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
just say that. Like
Yeah, I
your
got the knee
posture.
up. What do you
Since I got
think,
back?
What do you think of the way my feet are sitting in it? Oh, those are
That's-
your feet.
They're my feet. I'm wearing socks, everybody.
Very nice. This is me. Oh. Just in case you wanted to know, sometimes that's important news.
Down there. But the other thing, can
We
I
need a
show?
feet emoji.
Can I show one more thing
Yeah.
that I did in
Where?
New Zealand, which was the most exciting thing for me? I saw my favorite bird ever. Pull it in. I mean, it's a very bad photo of it.
Wow.
Can anyone recognize it? Can anyone? Yeah, there we go. Kia.
Kia.
I just
They spelled.
they are the
Wow.
coolest.
What makes them so cool?
The coolest thing about them is, I'm sure I can show this. They go
Ugh.
on top of sheep.
I don't think you can show it.
Can't show a bird.
I don't
eating-
know.
Bird eating a sheep, but basically they find sheep, and obviously sheep don't have hands, so they sit on the back of the sheep and they eat them while they're alive.
That's a nightmare.
How fucking cool is
That's the
that?
scariest thing in the world.
Also, they're as intelligent as a 4-year-old. Look how pretty they are. Like,
I've
these-
never seen a 4-year-old eat a sheep from the back.
that's-
So they're
you're
not
saying
actually that smart. These are smarter than a 4-year-old.
These are smarter than a 4-year-old. They are.
There's only 5,000.
Yeah, and so
There's none
funny
of
thing
them.
was, I really wanted
color
to
scheme.
find them in the wild. So I would looked up places where Kias were. We went there, obviously didn't see any. And then I was talking to a random guy and I was like, oh, I really want to see a Kia. And he was like, mate, I've lived here for 25 years and I've never seen one. I was like, all right. Probably not going to
How
happen.
did you see it? This was a zoo.
This was a zoo we went to, but which was pretty sad because they were just sitting, getting rained on.
If you were walking on all fours,
Mm.
do you think you could convince a Kia to eat you?
Oh, that's a fucking cool experiment.
Yeah.
To try it. Maybe if I fucking put some white pubes on my back.
Yeah, you
Like
borrow
a
some
sheep.
online. Well, I remember when I was in the Amazon, we tried. It didn't work, but we got to this clearing and there were vultures. And so we decided just to lie down and pretend we were dead. And they're like circling. They're circling so far away. We're there for like 2 hours.
Wait, they
lying.
circled you?
Yeah, well, they kept circling, but they didn't. They circled from so far away, and it's like impossible to tell. We're there for 2 hours. I couldn't tell if they were getting any closer. I think they like spend a lot of time before they go in. For
Or maybe they know.
They know that I'm alive. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Okay, so now that Alex has a mustache, does that mean Aleksa is going to shave his off on stream? Don't
I mean,
think
I
so.
could.
I was
what the hell am I? What have we got this thing for?
I was talking to someone about this before. Like, you look so different without a mustache.
Yeah. I look like a Polish baby.
You don't look bad. It's still a good look. You just look very different.
Yeah.
You look at your face
I feel
differently.
like my face is like a different shape without a mustache.
No, Alexa's stash is sacred. It is a very good mustache. Someone said, we missed you deeply, Alex. Thank you. Apparently there was a poll.
I mean, I don't think you did. If we can check how you voted on the poll. But we got a lot of cool things coming up today.
Yep.
We got the news.
Yep.
There's a lot of news. Very important news. Better news than you'll get anywhere else. We mentioned this before. We're in Australia. We're a good, 17 hours ahead of you guys. So you're pretty much getting the future news right now.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of important news. And then we're playing some Chinese games.
Chinese? They have games?
Yep. Hell yeah, they do.
You can't do the gong until someone subscribes.
No, but it was just for a Chinese thing.
It did work well.
But we've also got a really, really cool update today. As some of you who are chatting in chat, this is Twitch lingo, might notice. So we got Page JPEG to animate, we commissioned them to make emotes and badges for us. So if you check this shit out, let's get Martin Nash, who
You're
has been
our example.
And if I ask you, how long's this guy been subscribed?
How long has this guy? Let me ask you.
Okay.
How long has this guy been subscribed, Alexa?
Well, it says it here, but we can ignore that.
I can't read.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
can't
fine.
read. So you can look at this badge, and every subscriber gets a badge. And if they've been subscribed for 1 month, they got the hat and they get a little blueberry.
But why would you want that, Alexa?
It's really cool. Shut up. It's really the best.
Okay, sorry, I thought we had it.
And then for 2 months, you get 2 blueberries, and it keeps
Oh,
going.
look at
and
all
going,
those
going.
subscriptions.
Oh my God, everyone's
Sorry.
getting blueberries.
Right, getting one for you.
And then we'll look at all
One
these.
for you. And for Bar, you get a gong.
Ah, fuck. But yeah, so they keep going, and I think at the 1 year or 9 month point, the 1 year after a
We
year,
have to do this for a year?
after a year of subscribing, they get it becomes a Ribena bottle.
Oh, that's
instead of
fucking
this.
sick.
So when you get enough black currants together,
for the subscription.
Everyone's
Angela
subscribing.
as
Thanks so
Duck
much.
Fuck Bub Step. Thank you for subscribing.
and then we've also got all these cool emotes. Now some of them are just for everyone, and some of them are just for subscribers. You got me as a capitalist.
That's what you always look like, Alex.
This is us two doing pog stuff,
Oh, we do that face a lot.
and this is us being cozy.
Have we ever done that?
I mean, we've gone camping together.
Yeah. We've
This
never-
is you in despair.
Looking sad.
This is you as a communist. This is us doing pog stuff. This is us kissing.
Oh.
This is us with love.
My favorite is...
This is us with Hungry Jacks. I like the constable the most.
You're very, very serious there.
It's the constable.
Amazing. You as an old man.
Yeah.
You look like your dad there. Splitting image. Oh, pull up your dad. No.
No, we got a lot of cool stuff. So if you want to get access to these emotes, you can follow us. You can subscribe to get even more. Yeah. That's it.
Someone
Cool.
said I'm dad doxing. You had to find out eventually.
that I have a dad.
That, yeah, you have a dad.
Not true.
There was 2 people involved in Alexa's creation.
Oh my God, that's us.
A gun.
Why there? Man, this is a real community.
And there's vape, Alex. Oh.
Our favorite
All
one.
the emojis are here.
When they can boil your son.
Oh,
What
should I
does this mean, Alex?
Mama? Momsi, imagine his mom, and kada siete streamat, streaming, and you neck, your boy is safe. That's what it means.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Well, I just told you. What do you mean? I
thought
just read it out.
You can speak Serbian.
Momsi
or-
kad se ti
Actually, it's
streamat
probably
u
more similar to
neki,
Croatian.
neki boji sate.
Almost.
Boji sate. What does it mean?
When are you going to stream at a better time?
Ah,
It's very inconvenient for the Europeans.
because what? This is AMs for them, like bad AMs.
What time is it in Croatia? Oh,
That is a horrible
mate,
time.
go to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this to you. I'm so sorry.
So someone said, "Why does Alex have a pedo stash?" If you missed it, I was jealous that
I
everyone.
did pedophilia.
I'm a pedophile now. I was jealous that everyone likes Lucas so much and he has a mustache. So I'm trying it out.
It's working. It makes you look smarter.
Does it? I
Yeah.
think it makes me look scary.
It does when you wear a beanie. Like this, you just look like a waiter. You look like you're here to bring me a very fine meal.
What would you like? This goes very well with the lamb, sir. Do you like it, sir?
Oh. Oh, Alex had a job interview with Mr. Beast. The hell does that mean?
Oh, Alex had to go with Mr. Beast. Oh, because I'm a pedophile.
Ah,
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. I like that.
Will Lucas be making a guest appearance today?
He
That
will-
depends. Will we be playing Time Guesser?
Maybe.
Answer's yes. Okay, so we got to do some news.
Should we tweet about this? There's 700 people
Alex is
here.
back. Well, I got to write a whole tweet. I don't know if we got time.
Complicated to do.
Okay. Let's do some news.
How do you want to start with light news
No.
or heavy news?
We start with heavy news and we get lighter and lighter and lighter. Because, like, I think at the start, people are like hungry for news.
You're hungry for news.
And then when their hunger subsides and they've eaten enough news, then you give them the dessert, which is the funny news. That's what I'm
when it
thinking.
gets too sad, you give them a little laugh. Yeah, I like that. It's
Yeah.
a good routine.
We can change it. What do you guys think? Ready to be sad. So hungry. I'm now hungry. Start with the veggies. Yeah, okay, there you go. It makes sense. Suspending his campaign. Well, we didn't have that in the news because okay, Junior's a nobody.
Yeah, exactly. And
And
if we don't talk about it, it's not news.
It's not newsworthy.
Yeah, exactly.
We are operating the same as a media company.
Yep, exactly.
We only operate on what's news. We only talk about what's newsworthy. And
Yep.
if we don't talk about it, then it's not newsworthy.
Yeah, it's the best way to do propaganda.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, "Oh, you've been so equal," but you're picking the articles we talk
exactly.
about.
You got no idea.
Oh, it's great.
Anyway, we're doing anti-Semitism now. Israeli evacuation orders cram Palestinians into shrinking humanitarian zone where food is scarce. Now,
Does that guy have a gong? No, that's a saucepan. Sorry,
I'm telling you that sauce probably sounds better than alcohol.
I'm just gong brained. Have a gong. Sorry.
But then, what does this sound like to you, right? Evacuation orders cram Palestinians into shrinking it's humanitarian zone, but there's no food in there.
Yep.
What kind of zone would that be? What would we call that zone in like normal?
Probably like a graveyard.
Yeah,
I don't know.
concentration camp.
Or like a desert or something. Like, I don't know what that. Definitely a concentration camp or a
Yeah.
prison.
It's so fucking nuts that you can that you call them evacuation orders into humanitarian zones, and you're just like you're cramming all these people in a place with no food. It's just
Also, I love it. It says where food is scarce.
Yeah.
Like that is a natural like byproduct of the environment where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, crops just don't grow very well in this
Yeah,
area.
Sorry,
No, not that we've
it's
no.
just unfortunate. It's not like we've bombed all the fucking infrastructure.
Or we're stopping supply drops from fucking entering that area. Food's just scarce there.
Yeah, who knows?
It's really
Just
hard.
something that happens. Young girls screamed and elbowed each other in a crush of bodies in southern Gaza, trying desperately to reach the front of the food line. Men doled out rice and chicken as fast as they could. I love rice and chicken.
Rice and chicken's the fucking best.
Oh,
What are these
the
guys?
best combo. Yeah,
What
what
are
are
they-
these
what are-
Palestinians
What are
complaining
they
about?
complaining
they got rice
about?
and chicken.
What, they're going to get fucking jacked.
I've been eating fucking rice and sardines like a refugee. They're living large. They should be
Yeah.
thankful to the Israelis.
Yep, exactly.
Also, where do you even grow chickens?
Where do you
This place,
grow
the food's
chickens?
the food's scarce here. You reckon they got factory farms in Gaza?
I don't.
Platefuls of the nourishment falling to the ground in the tumult. So, how do you reckon that's coming? They've got chickens dropping in.
Platefuls of the nourishment falling to the ground.
Oh, no. Sorry, it's falling because they're
Yes.
elbowing each other.
Yes,
So everyone's
yes.
hungry. Nearby, boys waited to fill plastic containers with water, standing for hours among tents packed so tightly they nearly touched. I mean, it's just awful. I feel like I'm trying to make jokes here, and I'm like,
No.
what the fuck's going on?
But it's one of those things as well. It's like this has kind of been ongoing the
Forever.
entire time.
I think just kind of the wild part for me is that like this is going on forever, but like as Israel's just continuously expanding its military operations, continuously moving people, they are just getting funneled. Funneled into like a camp of sorts, maybe you could say.
But what is the actual end goal
The
here
zone.
in terms of like Israel must understand that eventually if this continues, you're going to kill every
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
And they're fine with that. They're
No,
not letting-
I mean, it sounds like that's the plan.
yeah. I mean, because there's nothing else. There's no other option. It's exactly what they want. It's fucking insane.
I also like how it's dressed up like an evacuation order to a humanitarian zone. It's just like
What's really frustrating about the whole this exact scenario is that I recently watched a doco just on what was it called, Mariupol in Russia, where
in Ukraine.
basically in Ukraine. Sorry, where exactly this situation is happening, except it's Russia doing it in Ukraine. And maybe I mean it's very similar. I don't know the exact death toll, but it could be that there's actually
more people have died in Ukraine.
More
but
people
it's
have
been going on
died
for longer. So.
Yeah. So it's very similar, but seeing the reaction from the world when Russia's doing it compared to when Israel's doing it is just fucking insane.
Yeah, we got that coming up as well.
Yeah.
But also, I think like one of the big differences as well is that, you know, the international community is allowed to arm Ukraine to resist it. No, you can't get shit into Gaza.
Yeah.
You know, they're making fucking missiles out of pipes that they dig out of the ground.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Crazy.
But it gets crazier. Oh yeah, there's just insane footage. Like aside from, you know, funneling people into these concentration camps, they're just like going about this is with this real like hatred of Muslims specifically. So they're blowing up mosques, and they got videos of them in there just like ripping up the Quran. And it's just like, is this book that offensive to you? Like, I don't really.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you can't. Like, they've blown up the whole mosque.
Yeah. And then they're also ripping up the book.
Like, how did they not blow up every Quran in there? They're like, no, we got to finish
I think
the
they
job.
go in first and then rip it up, and then they blow up the mosque.
Yeah.
It's just a real fuck you.
No, you just said that in a funny way where you said they ripped up the Quran like as that was the worst bit.
What is that? Yeah. Look at them.
I mean, this looks so tame compared to everything else.
Like they're exploding an entire mosque. I think it's a product of what we were talking about before. The fact that the West has had like air superiority forever.
Yeah.
So we see airstrikes as like more sanitized than anything else.
Yeah.
So if someone like beheads someone, you're like, oh, it's a horrible war crime. But if like a plane drops a bomb that destroys a whole building, kills hundreds of people, and then also some of them get beheaded from like the rubble falling on them,
Yeah.
that's more sanitized. That's less bad.
No, exactly.
And it affects me. I'm watching this. I'm just like, I can't believe they're ripping up the
exactly.
Quran.
And the fact that they're even reporting, like, obviously, it's bad. That shouldn't be doing that. But
it's just wild. I mean, the reason it's important is because like these are Israeli soldiers filming themselves. They're like, look at this cool thing we did. But it's like really, really.
And Sunny Arena said that proves ethnic cleansing to some degrees. No.
Yeah, I think it's like cultural genocide.
I mean, we already
it's the
know
stuff
they hate Muslims.
It's the stuff they say is happening in Xinjiang.
Yeah, exactly.
They were hiding hostages in the Qurans. Yeah, it was the terrorists that disguised themselves as books.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we had to bomb all the schools.
Could be a bomb.
Okay, why am I scrolling on Twitter?
Don't scroll on Twitter.
Fucking
Do not
imbecile.
do that. Weren't they dipping bullets in pig blood too? Can you look that up?
Yeah, well, they were doing it in Ukraine.
Jamie, pull that up. Pig fat?
Well, pig fat was the one in Ukraine.
Pig fat sounds like, though, it might just be like
a lubricant.
A lubricant for the gun. Although probably.
Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah, they're just doing it.
So you do it to like. Okay.
What do they think they are? Do they think they're vampires? Like, do they think they need silver bullets to kill Palestinians? It's like, no,
Muslims don't die unless it's pork. That's why do you think they don't eat pork? They're gonna
unless
die.
it's dipped in pig fat.
They did exactly the same thing as the start of the Ukraine war because a lot of Chechens were coming to fight. So like Ukrainians would post their stuff on social media of getting each bullet and dipping it in like pig lard because they were like, oh, that means you've ingested pork, which means you're going to hell.
But if you've been
If I
shot,
kill
if
you.
you've been shot, you're dead. Oh, so
No,
it's
you're
to
a
get
Muslim.
it's to get them to hell.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like that's haram. You've eaten pig, technically.
I mean, the Palestinians could do that in reverse.
Actually,
Jewish
what the
people.
fuck? What the fuck's this? Fucking Israeli soldier doing holding a pig fat? Where'd you get that?
Yeah, exactly.
You kill a pig?
Yeah.
I guess if you don't eat it, you're allowed to. But can you handle pork?
They should do all of their invasions on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Hamas.
I think they have special guns where it's not actually a button.
Oh, they've got a loophole.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
The Iron Dome doesn't work on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly. You're all going to hell.
You're not allowed to turn
You
it
stopped
on.
that missile. You're going to hell.
On Saturday. That is so dumb. Shabbat is Friday, Saturday. Well, that's why we're saying Sunday, because we're tricking Hamas, because we don't actually want them to kill Israelis on Shabbat.
You cannot eat pork if you're Jewish. It's not kosher. Yeah, so how are they touching the pig fat? You're allowed to touch it, I guess.
So I think if we're getting on technicalities, like if you get shot by pig fat, that means you ate it. Surely he's touching the pig fat. He can't wash like every single part of that thing off.
He's going to eat
He's
it.
going to end up ingesting some of it.
Also, if you get shot, that's not eating it. If you happen to shoot someone in the mouth,
Shoot him in the stomach.
the bullet slows down a bit and they go, yummy. I think that's you're going to hell.
You can shoot them in the stomach, but also it's not kosher to it's not kosher to murder people.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big point.
Yeah.
So it's so annoying. This always happens with multiple religions around the world, and that they ignore something that's just violates everything.
Yeah.
But then, like, no, we'll stick to the little stuff because that's we want
Easy.
something that we can still say we're following the rules. It's like,
Thou shalt not kill.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
You got any other exciting?
This is such a constant meme. It's so fucking painful. Is that like you get on Israeli Twitter, and once you like actually translate any of their posts, it's like so much worse than anything you could ever imagine. You were talking about before how you were like, what's their goal? Like, if this is happening, surely you just kill everyone. And you just got people being like, yes, we're going to kill everyone.
Yes.
The last stages of survival. There is nothing left but drowning to escape killing, slaughtering, burning, and tearing apart.
And what is this footage of? Just migrants on the refugees on the beach
Yeah. Well,
with beach music playing.
You're gonna know. Well, I think it's just exciting music because they're going to be able to redevelop this into like a sexy beachside resort.
They'll
yeah.
be able to play volleyball.
Yeah. There's so much of this.
Fucking
I don't
horrible.
click translate from Hebrew ever. I don't want to read this shit.
Well, because it's all that.
It's just well, it's not all of it. I'm sure you can write normal stuff in Hebrew. but like a lot of the Zionist accounts writing stuff,
Difflia Gray, I can't read your full name, said real estate developers were literally trying to sell the land. Yeah, I think we saw
we went
that.
through that on a previous stream. Crazy.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. We got much better news here. This is fucking crazy. No thanks. So Yahya Sinwar, who we went through before, he's a new leader of Hamas after Israel assassinated the previous guy in Iran.
And a streamer.
And he's a streamer. He's
Yep.
a streamer. He was live streaming because he's hiding from Israel while he's like coordinating Hamas. And he was live streaming. He was like, I'm going to go to these and these businesses and film myself during the day. And I'll be live for exactly like 1 hour and 36 minutes. And if you can kill me in that time, then you win. And I'm going to walk on all the way home from there. And they didn't get him.
Get him.
And he got so many more subs. It was crazy.
He was doing a subathon.
Yeah, he was doing a subathon until
That's
he died.
awesome. Richard Nixon said, have you seen the video of the soldiers tossing bodies around on the beach with a digger thing? I don't want to see that video.
Also, we're gonna get we're gonna get suspensioned or whatever. What do they do on this? I don't know.
They shoot you on Twitter. They draw instruments.
Yeah, but there's new news.
Yes.
I'm assuming from Israeli intelligence that's been briefing media on this, but Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar hides in plain sight dressed as a woman to dodge capture. Now, he definitely wasn't dressed as a woman during that live stream, but maybe this is a new thing he's developed.
Yeah. He might have seen the Algerian box.
Yes, he's like, I can be a Mani Khalif as well.
I can do it. But wait, so are they saying this to justify killing women?
Well, I mean, I think that's probably part of it, yeah. You know, because they're like, whenever they talk about they're bombing schools, and they're just like, oh, Hamas is like disguising itself as this, it's hiding in schools. It's like, or like one of them One of them was the intercepted like Hamas communications that they had. They're talking about, yes, we are transporting the bombs in a pram and an ambulance. And it's just like, yeah, of course, they're putting this shit out. So then when they do end up disproportionately killing women and children or like hospitals and stuff, they're just like, well, obviously, you know that they disguise themselves. The leader is trans.
We're feeding children bombs. So inside every child is actually a bomb.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yep.
what Hamas does.
That's why the explosion was bigger than it should have been when we blew up that school.
Because there was already an accelerant inside the child.
Inside the
that
child.
Hamas put there.
So they want an excuse to kill women. I'm just surprised he wasn't dressed. He's actually 3 kids in a trench coat.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like
Hamas is actually all children.
Yahya Sinwar is actually a shapeshifter, and he
Oh,
takes the form of old women.
Old women, or
children.
Yahya.
Yahya.
That's the Greek word for grandma. He is Grandma Sinwar.
He's Baba.
He's got dressed up as a Yahya.
Oh, he's a grandma.
He's Yahya Sinwar. Mr. Sinwar, the mastermind behind the October 7th attacks.
And here is a picture of a woman in case you didn't know what one looked like.
Too much belly fat? Drink this every morning. Doctor reveals. I just find it's just so sad.
People said that's him.
That's it. That's Yahya Sinwar. What is he drinking?
Perfect disguise.
I love these ads. It's just so sad to think like you're struggling with weight loss. You'd like to lose weight. And you see this article and you're like, finally, a doctor has revealed this. Like, forget about all the research that's been done up to now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, Yahya Sinwar.
This is a Hassan raid or not an official
they're just
raid?
coming.
They come in.
Hassan's done.
Sorry, keep going saying what you're saying. So
Israeli found himself squarely in Israel's crosshairs even before taking over as the head of Hamas political wing after Ismail Haniyeh's assassination in Tehran earlier this month.
I want to see the proof that he's dressed as a woman. I want to see the photo.
This one demanded a clause guaranteeing his protection from Israeli vendors. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Yep.
They kill everyone. Sinwar emphasized that the security of his life and well-being must be ensured. An Egyptian, that's kind of the funny thing is as well, because like Israel's ostensibly doing peace talks, right? We want to talk about it, but then he's just like constantly just killing the different leaders of Hamas.
Yeah.
So it's just like, who are you actually negotiating with? It's so funny.
No,
It's just like obviously negotiations aren't going to work if you keep killing the people you're negotiating with. Israeli forces nearly succeeded in seizing him during an operation only minutes too late after destroying what they believe was his hiding place in a Gaza tunnel network.
We were close.
I want to see the tunnel. We've heard a lot about tunnels. I've never really seen proper.
I'm sure you just know what a tunnel is.
No, but I want to see their tunnel. The
Their
Hamas
tunnel.
tunnels.
Well, they blew
They've
it
been in
up.
there for like almost a year now.
Yeah.
I remember they had one tunnel, but then they didn't show us the entrance to it, and the place where they claim there was an entrance like doesn't line up with Google Maps. It was a weird thing. They showed us one tunnel.
One tunnel.
And what they got rid of fucking who's that Sacha Baron Cohen looking guy who does the like, this is a terrorist.
Oh, he was great.
Terrorist calendar. This is a terrorist pacifier.
That was just Sacha
It
Baron
was so
Cohen.
funny. It was hilarious.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Palestine. Franks.
I don't know. I think this is the one thing he's serious about. He'll make fun of fucking Kazakhstan. He's being backwards and all these different things. But like, he's not going to.
He's not going to
make
touch
fun of
this.
Israel.
Yeah.
He loves
So in
Israel.
recent days, the 61-year-old man has seemingly vanished into the hustle of displaced locals in Gaza. Why didn't they? What I don't understand is they're so used to just bombing markets.
Just
Why
bomb
did
the
they
markets.
Why did they let him vanish if they knew where he was?
Surely Israel doesn't kill civilians. It's just coincidental that all these Hamas people keep dressing up as civilians.
Yes, exactly.
30,000, 40,000 of them. They're running out of civilian clothes in Gaza. Everyone has to wear military clothes now.
I just really want to see that. Where do they say he dressed as a woman?
So now we're looking for him using technology and human intelligence. But wait, what do you mean you're looking for him? You're doing peace negotiations with him. Ideally, you'll be meeting him. That's how this shit works.
There's no mention of him dressing up as a woman. Search woman.
This is what I do on every single webpage. Whenever I have an
Is
article,
there woman one
don't-
of one?
if it doesn't pass the Bechdel test, then I'm not reading it. It doesn't even say woman, according to Israeli intelligence sources. Wait, this is just... Okay, so there's nothing. Okay, Israeli intelligence. So like, oh, by the way, he dresses like a little girl.
He dressed as a woman.
He's one of those adult babies. Yaya Sinwa.
I was expecting some more proof. Something.
I mean,
Even
I don't
just-
know what you expect.
No, but I was expecting just the article, even if it was false, would write something
yeah.
about his
There's a very low bar. I remember when October 7th happened, Israel's like, oh, we've got the craziest footage of Hamas filming themselves doing these atrocities. We can't show you, but like, man,
Trust us.
man,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, you won't believe how crazy. We'll show it to 2 other people.
Wizard Jim said not how Bechdel is pronounced.
Bechdel,
Bechdel,
bechamel test.
the bechamel. I love the bechamel
Oh, I
test.
love it.
Oh.
I don't even know how to do this bit. The bechamel test. I was like, every lasagna I eat has to pass the bechamel test.
Yep, has to have. I don't even know what bechamel sauce is.
It's like
cheese,
flour.
butter,
What is bechamel?
flour and butter.
What is bechamel? Yeah, it's probably flour and butter. Maybe a bit of milk. Butter, plain flour, milk. Man, we know exactly what it is.
No, we passed the bechamel test. See, this is the bechamel test. Do you know what's in bechamel? So we were pronouncing it right.
Doesn't pass the bechamel test.
Someone said that's a roux. No, that roux is also that, but
No, that's not a roux.
roux
I thought
is
a
that.
roux is like a flavored sauce.
No, a roux is butter and flour. It's
Wait,
not
wait,
roux.
wait. How do you roux? French?
R-O-U. R-O-U. R-O-U.
X.
Commonly used in Cajun.
No, this is
cuisine.
not bechamel. This
No,
has
no,
this
no,
has
no.
animal fat in it.
No, it can just be oil and flour. Pretty sure.
I don't believe
It's
any
missing
of this.
milk.
Oh,
That's-
and a veloute is very similar.
I don't know
made
what a
that.
veloute
I
is.
made a veloute for my sea shepherd pie. It's
Did
where
you?
you get the fish stock and you pour it into the
Ah.
bechamel mix.
Someone said I thought you were. I'm not French.
Yeah, actually, you tell me. I'm not going to argue with
I
you.
am from
You just tell me what it
I am
is.
from New Zealand. I got back from New Zealand.
You just add it to melted fat while butter.
That's not how the French do it. Real French don't do it like this.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Yaya Sim was a woman. We know this. Okay.
Everyone
We've
knows.
learned this from the news. Aussies born before 1972 get $500,000 life insurance for just $6 a week.
See, if you qualify, don't click it. It's going to tell.
If I die,
Yes.
so we do this. One of us dies.
Hmm.
The other one gets $500,000.
Yep.
All we have to do is click here and die
What I want to know is, can I take out life insurance
on someone else.
on someone else in another country?
On Yaya Sinwa.
On Yaya Sinwa?
yeah.
Can I do that? Or could I do it on people in areas I know I was going to strike?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just saying. Is that unethical?
I was also saying crazy last night.
Probably.
I was like, crazy last night. Vaguely related. But
How do I open this over
there's-
here? I want to see photos. Sorry for interrupting.
What are you looking for?
This, if I click over here.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to see Sinwar failed assassination.
Oh,
Ten.
yeah, we saw that. We showed this
Oh, we
last
showed
time
this,
on stream.
yeah.
So Yahya Sinwar, they blew up his house, and then he just posts a picture with his house in rubble behind him, and then just him chilling on his little sofa. He is.
To be fair, this isn't an assassination attempt. He wasn't sitting on that couch when he did it, and the whole house blew up
They
around
attempted
him.
to assassinate him. He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Yes,
Yeah.
but this isn't the photo of the assassination.
No.
No.
But he's still content brained.
He's
This is
still
similar to
very-
the Trump
yeah,
thing, but
yeah.
less brave because Trump's very.
The
brave.
beret is more pedo than the pedo stash.
No, it's not.
I thought they cancel each other out.
Although French, they love being pedophiles.
Love pedos.
They recently raised the age of consent to like 14.
Didn't they make the movie Cheers? Was that Cheers?
What the hell are you doing?
Twerkers, dancers, cuties. I don't
And
think it was
they
called
also-
Cheers.
They also made Leon the Professional. They didn't make it, but there was a French guy in it. Coincidence?
Also, was he a pedophile? I thought he was just a.
He was.
a
I mean,
dad.
he wasn't a pedophile, but the age is 15 in France. But they raised it recently. This is like only like 5 years ago that they raised it because they didn't have one.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Insane.
I didn't think it was called cheese. I thought it was called cheese. Like, am I just saying cheese still? Can you hear the difference between me saying cheese and cheese?
Cheese.
Yeah, cheers. I'm saying cheers, not cheese.
Oh my god.
Different word.
Okay. Yahya Sinwar is a woman. Last night I watched the movie Soul.
Oh, cool.
And it reminded me of what you just said about taking out life insurance with someone bored in a war zone. Maybe you should cover your ears because it's a bit of a spoiler.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. Fucking amazing movie. It's so fucking good. But there's like this big kind of emotional sacrifice at the end where essentially, in more or less words, there's a soul that hasn't been born yet, and someone sacrifices their life to allow this soul to be born.
Yep.
Right?
Sick.
And this soul is going to love life. But the kind of animation for it is they're in this realm of pre-birth, and then they jump through a hole and they plummet down to earth. And this is like inspiring end moment where like she's plummeting down to earth, about to be born, and it's like so exciting. You watch it, and you watch her plummeting to earth. And if you know geography, she's landing in Afghanistan. Like, it's so crazy. I'm just watching it. I'm like, he may be going towards China, but no, it like moves this way. And you're watching her come to earth, and you're like, this is fucked. This is something.
Can we find a picture of that, please? Because that's so funny. Maybe they want the life cycle to continue really quickly.
Yeah. But
They're just like,
Soul Pixar.
have you been watching your own
ending.
reacts?
Yes.
YouTube?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
is this DMC Day? DMC
Can we
aid?
not watch that?
Probably. Probably can't do it.
Okay, never mind. We're not doing that.
But I
But,
understand. I understand what you
Okay,
said.
we're not doing that. But yeah, they've just made the Earth, and she's going to the center of it. And I think just what is the center of the Earth is pretty much Afghanistan. And obviously this isn't part of the movie. This is just a vague artistic choice.
Yep.
But it's just freaky because what's meant to be this beautiful sacrifice is actually like, well, she's gonna fucking die in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
crazy. Someone said, Thick Jamie, Aleksa said something really embarrassing about you last week.
Wait, can we? Let's see what it is.
What was it?
What did I say about Alex? I probably said a lot of stuff. I was very bitter because I felt what's the word?
Betrayed?
But betrayed. What's the one where you're left
Alone?
What did your dad do to you?
He left me?
I felt abandoned. I had abandonment issues. And so my way of coping with that, thank you, abandoned. Such a shit joke. But I felt abandoned. And you know, sometimes you don't have the best coping mechanisms.
Said you play League. No, let's get out of here. Come on. Get back in there.
No, you just got to click somewhere else.
I don't know how to
You
click.
can't get rid of it. Yeah, you played League of Legends. Alex's daddy issues. Horny.
I love chat.
I was emotionally lashing out. It's not the best way to handle. It wasn't even abandonment. It's just I've got an anxious avoidant attachment style.
Yeah.
And him going on a normal trip made me feel abandoned, and I lashed out. I shouldn't have
Yes.
said he played League of Legends.
No. It was mean.
Yeah.
It was mean. And worst of all, you didn't even tell me you said that. I'm finding out from someone else, from our friends. Our friends are telling us this.
Sorry. Okay. We got more news.
Oh, I saw the Kamala one.
Ah.
Even me in New Zealand on a fucking,
On a
eating
mountain.
croissants on a mountain.
We saw
I
her
saw
doing
this.
a fascist speech.
Yeah, it was crazy. Was this why fucking Hassan got kicked out? Because he was like,
That's bad.
this was
I think he just got kicked out because he's Turkish. I think it has nothing to do with his political takes.
They-
They just don't want that kind of person.
It took him that long to realize.
They're like, too close to Palestinian.
As Commander-in-Chief, I will ensure America always has the strongest, most lethal fighting force in the world.
Vice President Harris.
I don't know
What is that man?
what do you mean? He looks like Mr. Clean. Or Mr. Jiffy. What do they call him? Mr. Clean?
Yeah, Mr. Clean, look at him. Oh, I'm so excited to be old and
He looks-
bold.
Yeah, he looks a bit like an old version of Randall from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I think it's very funny. He's like, we're going to have the most lethal army in the world. If that isn't just like what they've been doing for the past 100 years.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Who is killing more people out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Has always championed America's support for NATO.
She's worked with President Zelensky
Panetta. Oh man, I'm
to
hungry.
fight back against Russia.
Iran, North Korea, and especially China watch closely.
Our vision is based on our values. The
Slotkin.
values that took us to the shores of Normandy and helped us win the Cold War.
She'll keep modernizing our military
Win the
to support
Cold
our
War?
troops.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The US won the Cold War.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
there's no Soviet Union anymore. It's a pretty
Yeah.
pivotal point in world
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, I guess they did. I was just talking about the temperature.
Oh, well, I guess they won that too, global warming.
Well, they did. Yeah, they did.
They just keep winning. Did you play Wukong? That's the fucking Chinese game we're going to be playing.
What the fuck is wrong with Alex's hair was the other thing.
Don't listen to them, Alex. Don't let them get in your head.
Not getting my head, they're getting my hair.
The strongest in the world, the strongest ever known.
We are the damn United States of America. We lead.
As Commander,
No one's saying you don't lead. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, it's fucking freaky. They're freaky guys.
I'm
I just don't
disappointed.
want any more war.
No, I want no. Get rid of war. Make it illegal.
Someone pointed out something crazy.
What?
So when you went here, me and Lucas
Yep.
played a game with chat where we ranked the hottest world leaders of
Oh,
history.
I disagree with everything you say about.
you
these
watched it?
people. No. Just you've told me in the past. You're like, oh, Gaddafi's so hot when he was young.
Well, you know what the funny part is, which might make you agree.
What?
Someone pointed out that all the ones that I pushed for being hot all look like you.
I agree with everything
Young
Alexa
Gaddafi.
says. I agree with everything Alexa says. Well.